Your physical arrangement of a room can inspire people to come together, inspire learning, affect their mood for the day. Good design begets good design. Good design empowers people, even young children. Hi, I'm Elo Quiambao. Many call me Teacher Elo because I used to be a preschool teacher and I've been in education for a long time until now. I think it was back in the 90s when I was a preschool teacher that even unknown to my own self, I was drawn to design because, if you're a teacher, you really need the help of your environment. I would really always want to surprise them with beautiful things inside the classroom. So even if my vocabulary, my consciousness were not yet really into design, but intuitively, I think I was already feeling my way through. You never become brave overnight. You have to start somewhere. You have to start small. So it can be rearranging your room, rearranging your nook, deciding to add a plant, an item here, a shelf here, and it's a trial and error. It starts small. So I think in my case, it's that. And that's how I've come to meet the trio. Architect Karla, Architect Jeff, and Gerico. I would start out with consulting them, maybe asking for a good finish for one wall, one table, one chair. It's always the small things. Over time, when you have these small projects put together, you develop a relationship. You learn to read each other's mind. They learn to get to know me more design-wise, philosophy-wise, values-wise, where I'm coming from, my why. And I get to, over time, also evaluate their openness, their willingness to be playful, to be experimental, also to be brave with me. Because the truth is, there would be some approaches wherein both parties would be a bit scared.
Hi, I'm Jeff Siscar. I'm one of the managing architects of Celllo Design Collective.
I'm Karla Toledo. I'm the principal architect of Cello Collective.
I'm Gungon. I'm in the operations side.
This project is more of an adaptive reuse. This used to be a 50-year-old house that has been converted into a learning house.
When we went to this place, it was almost carpeted. Then we tried to remove the carpet and saw that the flooring actually looks interesting. We could make use of the wood. We retained the balcony.
We kept mostly the charm ng balusters. Before it was a dark, very shiny, varnished. Nire-finish namin all of the wood. Yung trusses, pinalabas din namin. Yung wooden trusses. Before, naka-drop ceiling sila. Pinalabas namin.
I believe we were able to retain the 70% of the structure. We provided additional second floor for the curiosity section. And also what I like about these projects is the use of creative tension. If you notice at the facade, it used to be just like an old house, but we added like a steel and glass structure for the canopy to somehow create that tension or contrast that shows the design is also newly designed and something that make people curious about what's inside and what Navitas Haus has to offer.
Our society has been so used to compartmentalize groups. A space for children, it's ultra colorful with primary colors. A space for Gen Z, a space for parents. But what if good design can achieve that? A very good middle point wherein everyone's happy. So little by little, we're seeing that. And we just can't explain why. It doesn't look like a mall. It doesn't look like a highly technicolor place. But maybe more than again, what we see, it's how a space makes us feel. That tiny door was actually from a previous project. It invites playfulness, but also it invites order. It sort of tells people, okay, up to here. So it's all about order, but it's friendly, it's kind, it invites playfulness and imagination, and a little laughter from everyone who sees it wouldn't hurt.
I think what we tried to retain here more than the physical aspect is the story. If the structure is destroyed, it will be destroyed forever. But if we retain it, we get to retain the story. Since it was retained, there is the remnants of the past owners.
Oftentimes, we burden ourselves looking for the design style that we like, and that's not bad at all. But instead of going heavy on that track, I would like to invite people to really spend time discovering what is it that you want? Where are you coming from? What is your philosophy? What do you want to achieve? How do you want people to feel? How do you want to feel? Once you have those questions answered clearly in your mind, you'll never get lost. many of the items here were not evaluated in terms of, is this going to match that? Is that going to match this? Hardly. I just knew my why. I've always known my end in mind, the overall picture that I want. And so somehow all the elements just came together beautifully. So if you know your philosophy, if you know how you want to feel, and if you know how you want others also to feel, you'll never get lost when it comes to design.
Do you have a design that you would like to share with Design Will Save the World? If so, email us at designwillsavetheworldchannel@gmail.com.